And I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run a Skywest flight, Flight 3736 from Seattle to San Jose. In the real world they did this in just over 2 hours, but we're running a 737, so we're going to be a little bit quicker on this run. Aircraft's cold and dark. I basically just got in here. With that, let's get going. DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switch is on guarded. Standby power. It's auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gears down. We have 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in op test. And overheat fire test. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Ground power is available. Let's get on ground. We'll confirm with the AC selector. And we are set for unconditioned air already. Alright, galley power is on. Let's align our IRS. Emergency exit lights are armed. Let's just cycle that trim air switch. Enter our position. Seattle. And what's in the database for Seattle is pretty close to what the IRS is picking up, so there are no issues going on there. Alright, flaps are up, up, and up. Now let's get some lights in here. Parking brake is already set. Let's bring up. Let's see if this is going to work. Originator checklist.
Originator. Dispatch load sheet.
Dispatch load sheet on board checked.
Fuel pump switches.
Fuel pump switches are set to off.
Wipers.
Wipers are set to park.
Hydraulic pumps.
Electric pumps 2 and 1 are off.
Landing gear lever.
Landing gear lever is down, 3 greens.
Weather radar.
Weather radar is set to test.
Originator checklist complete.
Alright, let's move on to the pre-flight. Leading edge devices test. Service set to phone is off. Reverses are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is 14,000. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test is off. Let's just test that real quick. Mach speed test 1 and 2. And stall warning. Might be a little too early. Oh, there we go. Stall warning's good. Alright, 3 green on the landing gear. PSEU is out. Let's check on oxygen flow. Oxygen flow is good. And we're going to bypass that test because that test, the lights test, gives me an issue in 2024. It causes an issue with the MCP, so we're going to bypass that test. Alright, and let's continue. Flight controls A and B are on guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Spoilers A and B are on guarded. Your damper is on. VHF nav is normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source select is auto. Control panels normal. Fuel temperature is 20. Cross feed check. Pumps are off. Pumps good. AC/DC panel set. Galley power is on. Equipment cooling supply and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights are armed. No smoke and seatbelt signs on. Window heat. And let's run the overheat test. TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. 3 entrance ways are open. Test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panel zeroed out. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. And let's reset the master overheat test. That's looking pretty good. We are set for unconditioned air. Research is set to auto, pack set to auto, isolation valve is open, gens are on, APU is off. Today's ride is 31,000. Okay, let's check the outflow valve. That's looking pretty good. We're going to use the left ignited this ride, and our lights are good. Alright, our flaps are up, and showing up. Parking brake is set, and that's all good. Alright, let's get ATIS clearance and program the flight management computer. Let's see if this is going to work now. ATIS is 118 flat. I am having an issue with ATC Chatter. It's not working, so I don't have background
information
going.
1553 Zulu. Arriving runways 16 center.
So I wrote
16 right.
Hopefully we'll be able to get
Departing
a response.
runway 16 left.
Get that straightened out.
Wind 200 at 15. Visibility
Oh, hey
10.
Memphis, I didn't see you sneak in here, man. Welcome back, brother.
Scattered at 2300. Broken at 4100.
Yeah, we're back at 2024, giving it a run. I want to see if say intentions, if the checklist that I put together is going to work. So far, pre-flight, I mean the originator flight's pretty good. We're going to move on to
density altitude minus 200 feet.
All right, let's finish this
Advise
here.
on initial contact. You have information. Quebec. Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Information Quebec. 1553 Zulu. Arriving runways 16 center.
We got 16 left on the way out.
Departing runway 16 left. Wind 200 at 15. Visibility 10.
Rain in the area there. Yeah, it's
scattered
definitely
at
pretty nasty out
2300.
here.
Broken at 4100. Broken at 5500. Temperature 9.
3001. Let's get that in.
Altimeter 3001.
Cross check that.
Density altitude minus 200 feet.
Okay, that's
Advise
pretty good.
on initial contact.
Quebec.
You have information. Quebec.
Hi, clearance. Clearance.
Seattle Tacoma International Airport.
128.
Information Quebec. 1553 Zulu.
Flat.
Arriving runways 16 center.
Seattle clearance, good evening. Skywest 3736. Looking for IFR clearance as filed to San Jose with Quebec.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
I better come back. Not the first time it's done that. One of these NVIDIA drivers. I will take you here.
Skywest 3736, Seattle clearance, cleared to San Jose via the Harib 6 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 6000, expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.4, squawk 4416, expect runway 16 left.
Cleared to San Jose via the Haribo 6 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 6000. Expect flight level 310 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.4, squawk 4416, and we can expect runway 16 left for Skywest 3736. All right, let's program the flight management computer. Let's get our route in here. Seattle.
Skywest 3736, read back correct. Ground is on 121.7, safe flight, sir.
We'll go to ground, but ATC Chatter is not working, so we're not going to hear any background transmissions this run. Hopefully I'll be able to get that set up. Let me bring up the load data sheet here. Seattle to San Jose.
Welcome aboard Skywest Airlines Flight 3736. Heading to beautiful San Jose.
All right, and we're going to SJC. Okay, and this is going to be Skywest Flight, SKW. Flight number's 3736. And we've got runway 16 left on the way out. And we have the Haribo 2. Haribo 2. Right, Haribo 6. Haribo 6, and we're going to Hisku. Okay, and let's get that on the back end in here as well. We have Bricks 4 on the way in, and that's going to be through Chabla, or Chablis. and we are going to use what they just used in the real world was 30 left on the RNAV-Z. Right, and we are going to get picked up. Right, and that looks pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at today's ride. Alright, we are 932 then Cabo, Renby, Richer, Emerald into Haribo, Feepot, Hisku. From Hisku we're into Harper. Right, PR. Harper to home. And then we're into Chibli. Chibli into Graijo. Into Zin, into Cork, into Bricks. And then to Luta. And then Luta, we're going to pick up the arrival, which is going to be to Yadut. I believe that's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at some charts now. The boring stuff, right? Let's take a look at that SID. We had the Harbo 6. Let's take a look at our restrictions here. 16 left. Climb to 932. That is in. Alright, Renbu, they want us above. Renbu is going to be above 3. Richer, Emerald, Harpo is going to be above 10. That's fine. And then from there we're into Feepot to Hisku. That's it for the restrictions on the way out. Let's take a look on the way into San Jose. Bricks 4, we're going to get picked up at Chibli. Chibli, they want us above 28. That looks good. Gridjo, 280 at 220. That looks good. Then we're into Zen. Cork is going to be 14. That looks good. Bricks, 250 at 12. That's in. And then we're into Luta. Luta is going to be 12. That's looking pretty good. Alright, that looks good. And let's just check that from Luta. We've got the RNAV Zulu. Let's just take a look at that Luta. And we should pick up Yadu. Y-A-D-U-T. Let's have a quick peek at that. Emerald Harbor. Scoot. That's looking pretty good. Into Chibli. Sin Cork Bricks. Yadu, and we're on our way in. Let me just put the rest of that in here anyway. I'm surprised it didn't put that in. Yadu, we're going to HEPAP. HEPAP is going to be 4,700. We have Fatpa. That's going to be, oops. Fodpa. Fat fingers hit the wrong button. Okay, there's Fodpa, Fodpa. And then from there we're into Waxhaw, right? And that's going to be... Oh, did it again. That looks mucho better. And then the fix, and then the mist, and attack. That looks good. Alright. Alright, let's get our weight and all that other good stuff in here now. Fuel this ride is going to be... Just take a look at the charts. What do we have this ride? Fuel is 18.2 on the fuel. Payload, what's our zero fuel weight? Zero fuel weight's 119.2. We'll let them distribute the weight for us through economy and business and all that good stuff. So that's going to be 119.2. The reserve, final reserve this ride is going to be 5.8. We've got a CI, course index of 18. We're cruising at flight level 310. And that is in. Alright, top of climb. Let's take a look at that. Top of climb, winds at 340 at 45. And the OAT is already in. Okay. Let's get that in there. That's going to be a flaps 5 takeoff. That's looking pretty good. We have a down slope of 0.7. And the heading is already in. It should take that. Oh, there we go. Alright, and what do we have here? 215. Looks good. Alright, the engine out is going to be a $145. And let's get our descent forecast in here. We're going to be at 20, 15, and 10,000. Top of descent, our OAT is going to be 3. And right now on the back end, we're looking at 3011. We'll see if that's going to change. And let's see. And 20,000, we're looking at 012 at 44. 15, 013 at 24. And at 10, we're looking at 008 at 11. Descent, let's get you in here, and then we'll get that message to stop popping up here. Okay, just fill that all in. Alright, nothing here looks kooky. Cruise at Mach 0.8. We're going to kick this up a bit. Alright, that should be set. Alright, let's get the pedestal all set up now. We're not going to need a checklist anymore. Back to Seattle. And I said they're using 26 left and right. Yes. Alright, let's get 16 right in here. We got 16 left on the way out. They're using 16 right on the way in. So if we got an engine issue, whack some birds, my wife needs me and I got to come back, This is already set. That's set. Decision height's going to be a deuce. Cross-check that. And that is looking pretty good. And the hold at 5 at radar. We're looking at 164 on the course. That's looking pretty good. 110.75. And that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. We've got ground. Tower's going to be 119.9. And what they give us for departure? Departure, they gave us 120.4. And then we have center. The pedestal is set. I'll take terrain, position, data, airport, and station. I'm on the master, you're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. No descent path there. Let's take a look here. You're a liar. It's in. It's an erroneous message. Alright, that is all looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Initial heading is going to be 164. We're cleared up to 6. That is looking pretty good. Nose wheel steering is normal guarded. My clock is fine. Let's check out displays. I will take, oops, that and that. Where'd that go? There we go. That's what I want. Auto flight test 1 and 2. That's looking pretty good. Alright, primary flight display. Artificial rising is level. Ground speed 045 on the speed tape. V1's 133. 145 on the engine out. Initial heading is 164. We've got a decision height of 200 if we have to come back. Local pressure is 3001. We're cleared up to 6. I have terrain on the nav display. And our standby gauges are set. And one is set. Auto speed reference is set. Auto fuel flow is reset. Auto brake selector. That should go out. Okay. And we are good here. That looks pretty good. That is set. Let's check the bottles. Our bottles are full. Cargo test. We got a clean board. That's all looking pretty good. And let's get that test done now. Let's get these doors buttoned up. Let's get ready to get out of here.
TCAS system test, okay.
All right, let's get that test done. Doors, let's get these
Flight
doors
slope.
buttoned up.
Pull up. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Terrain, terrain.
That
Pull
door
up.
is
Airspeed
on.
low.
And ground services. Let's get on APU. No fuel in the center. Well, not enough fuel in the center tank. Alright, doors are all buttoned up. We're just waiting on the APU. That test is done. And that test was fine. Alright, let's have a peek here. That looks good. Let's see. I guess we can go for the pre-flight while we're waiting on that. Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight. Oxygen,
Oxygen test. Checked and tested.
Nav transfer switches.
Nav transfer is set to normal.
Display switches.
Display switches set to auto normal.
Window heat.
Window heat switch is set to on.
Pressurization mode selector.
Checked, set to auto.
Parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Engine start levers.
Engine start leave is set to cutoff. And APU is up. Let's get on APU.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
Set.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Okay, what do we have next? Before pushback is next. Alright, let's see. Right, we are all up and running, and let's say that's been about a minute. That looks pretty good. Let's get disconnected from the gate. Remove the chocks, disconnect ground power. Before pushback checklist, please.
Before pushback. Flight deck door.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Checked, set.
Fuel pump switches.
Fuel pump switches are set to on. Fuel pump switches are set to on.
Passenger signs.
Passenger signs are set to on.
Windows.
Checked. Windows are closed and locked.
Mode control panel.
Mode control panel is set. Checked.
Takeoff speeds.
A V1, VR, V2. Checked. Set.
CDU pre-flight.
Checked. CDU pre-flight is complete.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Rudder and aileron trim free, set to 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Check. Taxi takeoff briefing complete. I will have you here.
Before pushback checklist complete.
Alright, we are pretty much good to go. Up next is before taxi, so... Seattle ground, good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you, gate 5, ready for engine start with Quebec.
Skywest 3736, Seattle ground, push and start approved, tail south.
Alright, so we're good to go. We're not getting pushed, so let's get that clock going and let's crank them up. The packs are off. Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on. We're starting to. So far from cold and dark to push and start in 24 has been pretty good. Only issue I have is ATC Chatter is not working. I get an error when I try to run it. Sad thing is Mark's never seen that error before. Last time I showed it to him. A reinstall fixed it, but a reinstall didn't do it this time. So I don't know. Alright, 2 is stable, and that is locked at idle. Gen 2. Gen 2, we've got juice. Isolation valve is closed. Right back to auto. Pressure's good. We're starting 1. Alright, one is stable, one is locked at idle. Gen 1. Gen 1, we've got juice. Probes are on, hydraulics are on, left pack. Isolation valve, APU is off, and we've got a clean board. What doors? That's got to be bogus. I'm not showing any doors. Oh, I can't run that. That gives me an issue there. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. That's got to be a bogus. There's nothing showing here. And we're not going to let that bother us. That's removed. That's all disconnected. Yes. Yeah, that's not coming from that. All right, so we should be good to go. Seattle ground, good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you, gate 5. Ready to taxi to runway 16 left. All right, and let's go with you. You're going to TA, you're going to auto, you're coming
Skywest
off.
3736, runway 16 left taxi via Alpha Charlie.
Clear to taxi to runway 16 left via Alpha Charlie. Skywest 3736. All right, and that's looking pretty good. All right, and let's do the before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi. Engine generations.
Engine generators checked, set.
Probe heat switches.
Probe heat switches set to on.
Anti-ice.
Anti-ice switches set to off.
Isolation valve.
Isolation valve is set to auto.
Recall.
Recall checked, set. We got a clean board.
Auto brake selector.
Auto brake selector is set for rejected takeoff.
Engine start selectors.
Checked, set. Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Flight controls checked, free and clear.
Ground equipment.
Checked, confirmed, clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
All right, and we are good to go. And we've got 16 spatially right here. We got a little short taxi. I have no ATC though. FS-ATC giving me a hard time. I wrote to Mark. Hopefully I'll be able to get a fix here soon. Going on there. Probably all these clouds hammering the system. I'm running 7 monitors right now off of one computer. So, I'm surprised it's as smooth as it is. Alright, Alpha Charlie. Oh, looks like somebody got a little light happy here. Let's go around that. We'll pick this up right here. Some weird markings there. And this is Alpha right here.
Skywest 3736, contact tower on 119.9er, safe flight.
Contact tower 119.9er, Skywest 3736. G'day. And we got this through Charlie. Alright, here we are, Charlie 16 left, holding short. I think I might have to do a little bit of calibration on that tiller again.
Approaching runway
Let's bring this up
16
now.
left.
Sid, we have the Harbor 6. Right, that's looking all good. We already transferred over. Seattle Tower, good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you, holding short, runway 16 left, ready for departure. See, you should be up. Don't know why it does that.
Skywest 3736, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, winds 200 at 12, gusting 21. RNAV-Z cleared for takeoff.
It's weird. All clear for takeoff, Skywest 3736. All right, let's go. And you go and get my clock going. You are going TARA. That is looking pretty good. Let's have a peek here at you. Before takeoff checklist, please. Are we rolling?
Before
Yeah.
takeoff.
Yeah, the brake released.
Flaps.
Check. Flaps set for takeoff. Set.
Stabilizer trim.
Stabilizer trim checked. Set for takeoff.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
All right, we're looking pretty good.
Approaching runway 16 left.
Basically straight out, and then we got a right coming up. Give me 40% on the throttles. Stable, toga.
On runway 16 left remaining. 1,000
Thrust set, airspeed's active.
feet.
8 knots.
Check, throttle hold. We're stable through 80.
V1. V2.
Ooh, feel that wind push.
Positive, ready to climb.
Gear up. Wow, those winds are pushing. Flaps 1, speed check. All right, Zibo, I was going to say. This is PMDG now. Let's see how she handles this ride.
Contact departure on 120.4.
I'll contact departure 120.4, Skywest 3736. Here we go again with this nonsense here. Okay. We're going to continue this ride. All right, 120.4. Seattle departure, good afternoon, Skywest 3736 with you, climbing through 2900 for 6,000 inbound, cav up. Flaps up, speed check. That's looking pretty good.
Skywest 3736, Seattle departure, radar contact, direct KVOB.
All right, we're looking pretty good. So from there, we're inbound Renby. Renby, they want us above 3,000. We're 3,600 right now, climbing through. So we're looking pretty good right here. And we got a right coming up below. It doesn't look like we're going to see anything out the window here. And we're on a 250 knot climb out.
Skywest
Nicely done.
3736, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb, maintain flight level 220, Skywest 3736. And here's a right at Renby. And we're inbound Richard. We're going to 246 now. So far, this has been a really nice run from Golden Dock through Climb Out. Oh, looks like we're going to break through this layer. Oh, AI, I didn't see you sneak in here, man. Welcome, man. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, yeah, it's always a good day for a sim ride. Even if there was a tornado out front. As long as it doesn't take the roof off the house. Only thing is I don't have my ATC Chatter this ride. It's giving me a problem. All right, let's get the after takeoff checklist here. We're going to be coming up on 10,000 here. And that's 10. Let's get set up. And you can come on up. That's all looking pretty good. Yeah, see, she all went dead on me here. Every now and then. It might be coming from device interface manager too. Because I lost my they just popped up now. So something weird going on there.
And enjoy the
Very strange.
On this beautiful flight to San
And that should be, yeah, that's 31. That is set right. That shouldn't be. And that would be going off.
Have a wonderful time on this.
That is set. So let's see if that goes off eventually. Something weird going on with that. All right, we're at 10,000 feet above. Let's see.
736, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290, Skywest 3736. All right, lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps. They have been notified. Pressure is good. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. N1, N2, EGT. Oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations looking good, as well as hydraulics. After takeoff checklist, please. Yeah, see, she's back out again. Something in here's acting up.
Engine bleeds.
Let's see if we go to the alternate. We get an issue. Yeah, see, she's acting up. Stay on the alternate and see if she still pops out. Engine bleed set to on.
Back switches.
Pack switch is set to auto.
Landing gear.
Landing gear lever checked, up and off.
Flaps.
Flaps are up. Indicator lights are extinguished.
After takeoff checklist complete.
Yeah, see, this is just screwing up. Even on manual, see if manual's gonna fix it. But we're not giving up this ride, not for that. Everybody in the back, take a deep breath and hold it. Oh, the passenger oxygen came on already, so it's gonna have to be reset when we get on the ground. See if that pops off here after a little bit. So far, manual seems to be holding.
Skywest 3736, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Skywest 3736. So that clears us up to cruise. And we are inbound Harbo, that's 233. And let's get on standard pressure, cross check that. Alright. Let's have some charts here. So Harbo, they want us above 10. We're well above 10. We're 19 and change right now. Nah, see, she's still out again, so something weird going on with that.
Skywest 3736, contact Seattle Center on 128.3.
No. Contact Seattle Center 128.3, Skywest 3736, good day. Seattle Center, good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you, climbing through 20,800 for flight level 310 inbound Harbo, heading 233. All right, Harbo, we got a left coming up.
Skywest
And let's see,
3736,
Harbo.
Seattle Center, good afternoon.
All right, Harbo, we should have 15.7 on the fuel. We're 15.8 right now. We're still 2 miles out, though. 8.8 on the fuel when we get into San Jose. We still have 630 miles left to go. Another 34 miles will be a cruise. Once we swing this turn, we'll let them out of their seats. So a couple of issues. There's an issue going on with the pressurization panel. And I have an issue with the ATC Chatter. So those couple of things seem to be a problem right now. Hopefully it's a one-time fluke for the pressure, but the ATC have had this is second time now since the SU5 update. So hopefully Mark will be able to figure out what that is. And we're inbound FIPOT 202. When do we get on the arrival? Oh, we're still on the departure to Hisco. Hisco, let's see, what are we looking at? Oh, we got a ways to go to Hisco. And how we looking on the climb out? Pressure's good, temperature's nice and comfortable. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations looking good, as well as our hydraulics. Only 2 issues. Our pressurization panel seems to be acting up. And ATC Chatter doesn't seem to be working. Other than that, it's been a great run. So after this, I think I'm going to go grab lunch. Although I think my wife wants to go out for dinner tonight. So I might not get another run in. But hopefully I'll be able to get some testing in to see if this is a one-time fluke or if that's going to be an issue. Let's take a look at you here. Let's take a look at the failures. Oh, it's showing 2 failures, eh? Hydraulics. And pressurization. Look at that. And I have you turned off right now. I have you turned off right now. Let's see, you gonna come back? Probably not. Interesting. That was off. I don't know how they got reset. It's still showing 1 active. And it just pops right back up because of the pressurization one, even though it's showing that it's fixed. Active is no. Save that, and it just pops right back. There's something weird going on with all systems. Service-based failures, and it's showing no. And yet, I still have an active failure here on the pressurization panel. The random failures is set to no. So that's got to be something fluky going on in the code, I would think. Definitely something fluky going on there. Oh, look at that. We got a 41 knot tailwind helping us this ride. Oh, yeah. How we looking here? Oh, we still have a ways to go to his screw. When do we get on the arrival on the back into San Jose? San Jose, we have the Bricks 4 on the way in. We get picked up at Chible, or Chibble, however you want to say that. That's 56. Yeah, we still have a ways to go. The ride's a little longer than I thought it was. Alright, so we don't need any of that. We're off of that, and that sound means we are coming up on cruise. Well, I guess with that pressurization problem, good thing I've got my oxygen on. Good thing I got my O2. Everybody in the back, take a deep breath and hold it, baby. Because we're staying up here until we get to San Jose. Let's see, what did I miss on the way out here? Let's see, I got that from AI. Yeah, open up a window. That's getting a little stuffy. Oh, John, I didn't see you sneak in here, man. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good one. Have a couple of issues going on with 2024. A couple of failures coming from PMDG, yet failures aren't set up here at all.
We are now cruising.
So that's really strange. And I'm not able to actually fix it or do anything with it. So manual's not working, auto's not working, alternate's not working, none of them. I got no digits, nothing in here. Oh, something fluky going on. Hopefully I'll just restart this, fix those things once we're on the ground, and that'll go away. But hopefully that's not something that has to be reported to PMDG. Something that's broke. Hope not anyway. wonder if Aston Battleground's transmitting here. Let's take a look. 116.6. You transmit there, Louis. Yeah, okay. 52 miles out of Paddle Ground, for those that may know the area, near Portland. I don't know the area myself. I'm only going by the charts that I see here. Newburgh, let's see if Newburgh is transmitting. 117.4. Yeah. They're transmitting as well. Oh, cool. I wonder if I can turn, say, intentions on from here for their chatter, being that FSATC isn't working. They moved a lot of stuff to their website, so don't know if I can do that to just add some chat in here. I don't believe that's possible from the flight deck. I'd have to go into their website, looks like. Alright. Where'd my mouse go? Here we are. Now we make it out here. We are at cruise. Pressure is holding nicely. Temperature's nice and comfortable. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations looking good, as well as our hydraulic quantity and pressure. We are looking at 450 miles to top of descent with 570 to go to San Jose. And that's 24 minutes since we left the gate, 17 minutes since we entered the runway. All in all, pretty good run. Couple of failures that we had, which shouldn't have happened. But hopefully a reset will get rid of that. That's not something that's an issue I have to try and fix. Only thing is FSATC chatter, and that's out of my hands. That's something that Mark is going to have to look at. Let's see if I'm in the air. If it brings it up, it doesn't crash the simulator. It just gives me an error message. Let's see. The following error occurred while attempting to load the saved state. Non-static method requires a target. And that's when I try to run FSATC chatter. It just doesn't run all of a sudden. That's since SU5 update. And I saw that message once before. And Mark said he never saw it before. He told me to do a reinstall, which I did, and it got rid of the message. Didn't get rid of it this time, because this time I tried to reinstall and the message is still there. So I can eventually set up live ATC if I have to, but that's via website. This was nice because it was all done through the radios. So hopefully Mark can figure that out. I think what I may do in the meantime is take out FSATC chatter, move it to a different folder, put in the demo and see if the demo works by itself. I don't know, maybe it's a chat file that's causing the problem. Hopefully it's going to be something easy to fix. Alright, we're just about 80 miles out of Hisku. Hisku puts us at the end of the SID out of Seattle. Still have a ways to go before we get picked up on the arrival into San Jose. But all in all, it's been a great ride with the exception of those two problems. Hopefully that moving map display is actually following along. Looks like it is. Every now and then that map gets locked up. Right now it looks like it's following along pretty decent. But But unfortunate that I can't give you the glass displays because ZHSI doesn't work with FS 2024. I have to use pop-out panel manager, and it's just not possible to grab those screens for OBS. Unfortunately. That should be in range now, and that should be 61. Get with the program there, Louis. Just about 420 miles will start down. 540 left to go. Yeah, Skywest did this ride 2 hours and 16 minutes. We're going to come in a little ahead of that schedule, but I didn't think it was going to be this long because they don't run 737s, and I kicked up the cruise to Mach 0.8, and we've got a 42 knot tailwind helping us along. We got a ground speed of 505. So we're hoofing it pretty decent, but let's see if Eugene is transmitting 112.9er. Yeah, look at that, 91.7. We're 91.5 miles out of Eugene. KEUG, for those that know the airport or the area. And Portland is basically off to our left. Little flicker there. Man, look at all the clouds out here. It is pretty thick. And I'll tell you, it's still running pretty smooth considering I'm running 7 monitors. I'm looking at the bezel on the side as the clouds actually roll past to the end of the monitor. And it's just rolling off the screen, nice and smooth. Rather nice. What's the matter? Oh, it's only quarter after. Oh, I have to do an extra treatment. Yeah, I had a breathing issue last night. Woke me up out of a sound sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. It feels like I'm breathing out of one of those little stirrer straws that you use for the coffee. It takes about a minute for it to go away. So every time that happens, my wife comes in with extra treatments for my breathing. So I guess I'm gonna get one now, and I'm gonna get one 45 minutes from now. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. My wife tells me, stop BSing and go to your beds. She knows I'll forget, that's why. So anyway, that's 30 minutes since we left the gate, 23 minutes since we entered the runway, 395, top of descent, 514 to go. All in all, it's a pretty smooth run. We've got another 50 miles. We'll be done with the SID out of Seattle. Well on our way, and that's twice now with this monitor. Doing that. It's interesting. That does it, the other two doesn't. I wonder if that's coming from 2024. I'm going to have to check the next time I'm in X-Plane to see if it does it in X-Plane. If it's coming from X-Plane, then I would think that it's a Navigraph issue with the drivers. But right now, I'm not sure. But at least the screen comes back. That's a big plus. All right, everybody, I'll be right back. I got to go do some meds. Keep my wife happy.
First officer, would you like anything to drink or a small snack while we cruise?
No, I thought that was for me. I thought I missed the transmission. I figured, look at this. They must know I'm getting out of the flight deck. I'll be right back.
Skywest 3736, contact Seattle Center on 121.35.
Contact Seattle Center 121.35, Skywest 3736, g'day. Oh, I hate that medication. Seattle Center, good afternoon, Skywest 3736 with you, flight level 310, inbound Hiscu heading 161.
Skywest 3736, Seattle Center, good afternoon.
Oh, boy, that was rough. But usually when it starts to build up and I have a bad day, when I start doing the treatments, it gets rough. Oh. Then that nerve in my chest gets really ticked off. They've been giving me gabapentin for this pain, but it doesn't do anything, so I don't even bother taking it. The doctor upped the dose like 6 or 7 times, and it's done absolutely nothing, so I told him I said, I ain't taking it. So he's like, there's nothing else we can give you because we're not going to give you pain pills. So I'm like, I don't want pain pills, doc. It ain't that bad. It's just annoying. So I take nothing. I just deal with it. It feels like I got a fur ball right here that just doesn't want to come up. But that's all the garbage that's in my lungs from 9/11. So that's not going to change. How are we looking here? We got 470 to go to San Jose. We've got another 350 miles at top of descent. Hiscu, we should have 13.6 on the fuel with 13.7 right now. We're still 7 miles out though. 8.9 on the fuel when we get in. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking pretty good, as well as our hydraulics. Pressure back there is fine, and the temperature is looking pretty good. This is what I'm getting here is something that's associated with, let's see if we can come back to that. Nah, it's just going to leave that message on, but see if it'll come back. But there's a failure set up in here from PMDG, and it's active, and I can't turn it off, and I can't reset the pressurization issue that's going on here, which is really weird because the failures are off. Random failures, and it says no. So active, no, armed, no, all that stuff is set to off. So I'm hoping that's a one-time fluke. Yeah, you're going to stay on manual. This message is going to keep popping up. Hopefully next ride that's going to go away. All right, so that puts us over Hiscu. Hiscu puts us at the end of the SID out of Seattle. Well on our way into San Jose. At San Jose, we're going to get picked up at Chibel, or Chibley, however you pronounce that. That was still a ways out to about 300 some odd miles out of that. So putting a pretty good dent in it, but still have a ways to go. Let's see, we're coming up on Rogue Valley, 113.6. Let's see if they're transmitting. For those that may know the area, we're 110 miles out of Rogue Valley. Harper. Feels like it's breaking it up a little bit. Be nice if I could just get it up though. Be nice if these clouds let up so we have a nice view into San Jose. Yeah, pretty boring at cruise. Even worse when you don't have ATC running. So what are you on? Jet Route 5? Inbound Rogue Valley. So I've got X-Plane 12 all up to date. Zibo mods up to date. ZHSI's up to date. All that. FDS to XP. I spent the day before yesterday getting MS 2024 all up to date. I've got the latest beta in here. SU5. I have everything that you could possibly download from them on my computer. The only thing that I'm streaming is what they require me to restream, which are the maps and photogrammetry. Everything else has been downloaded to my computer. I'm well over 500 gig now. Takes me about 5 minutes to load up 2024 now, but once it's loaded, she runs pretty decent. And with all the data on my computers, the ground textures out the window, especially on short final, look that much sharper than if I was to stream it. So there is an advantage to it. Maybe not much of an advantage for putting up with all that data on my end, but hardware, when I purchased these 2 terabyte drives, are pretty cheap, so no big deal. The big thing was taking 2 days downloading all that stuff from their servers. Now the only thing 2024 needs is a complete offline option. And then I should be able to turn off Google Maps and photogrammetry and fly offline. That would be nice. But I don't think that's going to happen. All right, we are 40 minutes from the gate now, 34 minutes since we entered the runway. Just about 425 miles left to go to San Jose. Just about 300, we're going to start down. And we're looking at 88 on the fuel, still holding when we get in. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations looking pretty good. That's coming in the range now. That's going to be a 4. Hydraulics are fine. Pressure's good. Temperature's mighty fine. Alright, that's enough oxygen. Or oxygen, that's enough AC, that is. I have my hacking coughing fits from the medication. It gets warm in here. I need the AC, so I steal it from the computers. So it blows on me, and then that little thing puts the gauges back over towards the computer, so it keeps those cool. And yeah, we're looking good. I think for the next ride, I'm going to have to figure out something for ATC. If I can't get FSATC working in the interim with Mark, I'm going to have to get live ATC working on the website, on the OBS computer. I won't be able to change frequencies, but at least we'll have some background chatter going on. Could probably even set that up now. But not that big of a deal. The checklist, though, from Say Intentions has worked out rather nicely. We'll see if it gives us the bricks for arrival into San Jose before we reach our top of descent point. It's usually a little late there, and I usually have to request it before we start down. Or I'll just start down, follow the charts, and they eventually end up giving it to us. But the one good thing is you can request it, and say intentions is usually compliant. I don't think I've ever heard it say no. Pretty boring at cruise is one of the reasons why I prefer doing 1-hour flights. It's just enough time to get up at cruise, spend about 15-20 minutes, you just start getting bored and you're on your way down. You're busy again. That's why I usually look for flights like that. But I haven't been to Seattle and I haven't been to San Jose in a while. And since they didn't run 737s, I figured we'd be in a lot quicker than 2 hours and 16 minutes, but I don't think we're going to be that much quicker. We are hoofing it though. I got us cruising at Mach 0.8. We've got a 43 knot tailwind. So we got a ground speed of 505. So we are going to get in a little early though, that's for sure. Hasn't been nothing to see though. Nothing but clouds the entire ride. It has been thick the whole way. In our area, let's take a peekie. A couple aircraft in the area. Was it my fingers don't want to work here or what? We're just that slow, man. That is real slow. Bringing up live traffic really slows down FS Navigraph charts. Wow. How are we making out here? 45 minutes now from the gate, 38 minutes from the runway. 385 left to go with 265 left to go to top of descent. All in all, not a bad ride with the exception of the pressurization panel and ATC Chatter, which is an external program, so that's not really 24 related. So pressure is good, temperature is nice and comfortable. So we still have a ways to go before we get into, was that Seattle? Yeah, we're in Seattle. We're going to be getting into Oakland's airspace here in a little bit. That's going to be at Homig. Homig, about 100 miles. We'll be out of Seattle's airspace. And that should be in range, and that's going to be 5, and you're up. And we got a direct 40 knot tailwind pushing us. Nice. Basically the whole ride we've been getting that push. But it also means that all the garbage that's out there is being pushed along with us to San Jose. And we have been through this thick clouds basically the entire way, and now it's starting to get a little thicker above us as well. A couple of layers. Wife coming in, checking up on me, make sure I check my meds. She's too funny. But I'm telling you, it's a good thing she's here because half the time I'd forget to take them. All right, we're going to be coming up on Harbor Valley here in another 20.
Skywest 3736, contact Seattle Center on 135.15.
I'll contact Seattle Center 135.15, yeah. Skywest 3736, good day. Seattle Center, good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you, flight level 310, inbound Harper, heading 165.
Skywest 3736, Seattle Center, good afternoon.
And that should be coming into range now. So we're right by Rogue Valley, about a 1 o'clock low position here. For the most part, those that know the area. Fort Jones is basically straight ahead. Let's see, are they transmitting? Let's see, Fort Jones 126.25. They are not transmitting. What about Reading? Reading not transmitting, or we might be a little too far out of Reading. All right, what about Red Bluff? Nope, a little too far out, I guess. All right, we're coming up on Harper now. Harper, we should have 12.2. We're 12.3 on the fuel right now. We're still 8 miles out. 350 left to go to San Jose. 8.8 on the fuel. Holding when we get in. Top of descent, 230 miles. About a half hour, we're going to start down. And N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking pretty good, as well as our hydraulics. Pressure's good, temperature is nice and comfortable. Beautiful ride, and we are about 70 miles out of Oakland's airspace now. You know what, when I was up taking my meds, I should have set up say attention so we can hear some of their traffic in the background. I usually have it turned off because I'm running ATC Chatter, so. Some mountains sticking up out of the clouds here. But man, there has been nothing. It's breaking up a little bit, but not much. Be nice we pull ahead of this and get in before it hits. Because the winds are pushing that straight down towards San Jose. There we go, that just popped on. There's some frequency now. What's that, Red Bluff? 115.7, that's Red Bluff. So we are 129 miles out of Red Bluff. Fort Jones is not transmitting. So if you know where Red Bluff is, then you put a pretty good idea where we are. Basically, Crescent City is off to our right. Let's have a look at that chart on the way in here. Let's bring up San Jose. And what did we have on the way in? We had the Bricks 4 arrival. Just take a look at that. Yeah, she's slow now. 20 to 3. Oh, maybe the kiddies are getting on their simulator and Navigraph's getting busy. Let's take a look at this here. Chablais, we need to be above 28. That's looking pretty good. Grill Joe is going to be 280 knots, above 22,000. That is looking good. And we're in the Cork. They want us above 14. Bricks, we're going to slow to 250, and we're going to be at 12. That's basically right by San Francisco. From Bricks, we're into Luta. We're still holding 12 at Luta. And then from Luta, we're going to pick up the approach. Right, and they did the RNAV Zulu in the runway 30 left. So RNAV Zulu, let's put this in right now, shall we? Yeah, look how slow that is, boy. Man. That is... Pick it up. That is real slow, unless they're working on it. That could be too. All right, airport elevation is going to be 62. Oh, you know what? That's broke. That's out. That's why we're getting that, so I can't put that in. Decision height's going to be 373. Would be nice if this spun up a little bit quicker. Cross-check that. Good thing it's starting from a deuce and I'm not starting from 0. I'm not even at 300 yet. $373, right? That is set, and we're looking at 3011 right now. That's what it was when we left. We'll see what the difference is when we get our update. And that is set. RQ is the hold. And that's going to be a deuce. That is looking pretty good. All right, let's have a look at Yadot is going to be 40. Jillian, that's going to be 47. And Yadot. And we'll hold that as we pass Heapap. FODPA is going to be 28. That's looking good. Okay, FODPA, we're going to JEGSA. JEGSA is going to be 16 into WOX. Waxhaw. Yeah. Waxhaw, we're on our way in, and then we have the mist. The hold at 2,000, right? And we're basically straight out 306. That is all looking pretty good. All right, that's looking pretty good. we're going to be coming into Oakland's airspace here as we pass Homage. And at Homage, we should have 11.4 on the fuel. We're 11.5 right now. We're still 9 miles out of Homage. Holding 8.8 when we get into San Jose. 280 left to go to San Jose. And we've got 160 left top of descent. And 1 and 2 EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations looking good. Pressure's good. Temperature is mighty fine. And our hydraulics are looking good. And from Homage we're into Hub 2. Hub 2 is going to be 64. And from Hub 2 we're into Giblet, and that's going to put us on the arrival. So right now we are about 170 miles out of the arrival now into San Jose. And we should be getting a handoff here real soon. And let's see, Skywest 3736 did this ride 2 hours 16 minutes, although they don't run 737s like we're running. Right now it is 59 minutes since we left the gate, so just about an hour, 52 minutes since we entered the runway. And 273 left to go. And it's 1844, we're due in at 1925. So, about 40 minutes.
Skywest 3736, contact Oakland Center on 119.975.
I'll contact Oakland Center on 119.975. Skywest 3736, good day. Here's the handoff. Oakland Center, good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you. Flight level 310, inbound Hub 2, heading 163.
Skywest 3736, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. There's an hour mark right there from the gate. Put a pretty good dent in it now. So we're going to be early. But like I said, they don't run 737s. And I'm hoofing it. We're at Mach 0.8 with a 34 knot tailwind helping us along. We're just under 500 now. We were breaking 500 on the ground speed early, but we're at 497. So we're boogieing pretty decent. Let's see if we can pick up Santa Rosa. Let's see if they're transmitting. 116.15. Might be a little too far out still, but could be. And let's see. We know they're transmitting. 65 out of Red Bluff. Let's see if Port Reyes is putting out 113.7. Might be too far out though. Skaggs Island. Skaggs is 112.1. Might be too far out. That should be coming into view now. .125, and we're on our way down. Just about 245 left to go. And we're still holding 8.8 on the fuel when we get in, so fuel's not going to be a problem unless I can't put her down. So far so good. Well, I want to make a note of that pressurization panel check. Erroneous failures. PMDG. Getting erroneous failure on the pressurization panel from them. Failures are turned off, and yet that still, it popped up with 2 of them. So they're going to have to put new oxygen stuff in the back next ride. Hopefully that'll be fixed. But my wife definitely wants to go back to that pizzeria. There's a Sicilian pizzeria place down here in Boca. And they have nice pizzas. Probably one of the best places we found down here since leaving Brooklyn. So she's in the mood for pizza. I could always eat pizza. So looks like we're going to be doing that tonight. Maybe after dinner I might be able to get another ride in. That would be lovely. Then I'll be able to check to see if this is gone and make sure that the random failures are all set up and off. And hopefully that's not going to happen again. Oh, and I got to see if I can get live ATC up until ATC Chatter gets fixed. Live ATC. We'll get that going as well. $120 miles out of the arrival now. We'll start our descent. And you know what? The clouds all seem to be breaking up a little bit here. They're still thick, but they are breaking up some, so maybe we'll get a view into San Jose. Ground speed's back above 501. 38 knot tailwind. Not bad. We'll make a pretty good time. So Red Bluff is basically right here, 11 o'clock position low. For those of you that may know the area. Redding is basically right here now, 9 o'clock position low. Santa Rosa come in, 116.15. Santa Rosa is in, so we're 115 miles out of Santa Rosa, for those that know the charts. 112.1, Skaggs didn't pop up yet, if they're transmitting Skaggs Island. And the pressure is holding beautifully. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. We are looking good here across the board. Nice ride. Under 100 miles now, top of descent. 90 miles, we're on our way down. 210 to go. And we're coming up. Oh, she just flipped. That's 1 hour since we entered the runway. Out of Seattle. 7-minute taxi, not bad. And that's 100 miles. We'll start our descent. And Hub 2 should be coming into range now. Winds are picking up a little bit. Winds are tailwind at 40 now. Oh yeah, she's breaking up nicely out here to the left. Not so much out here to our right in front. It's got to be the largest opening we've seen the entire ride, as far as visibility is concerned. Palisades from here. No. A little too far out. $185 to go to San Jose, 65 miles we're going to start down. She might be breaking up out here, out in the distance, and up here in the front a little bit. We might get a view into San Jose. It's been thick the whole ride, just starting to break up now, so we might get lucky. Hope so. That would be nice. I got 5 more minutes. Not 3 o'clock yet. Wife's back in with my second treatment for my breathing. I'm just getting over that first shot that I had to take. What are we looking at top of descent? 60 miles? You know what? I better go do that right now. We're looking how good here. We're coming up on hub 2, 10-1 on the fuel with 10-3. Still 14 out, still holding 8-8 when we get to San Jose. 175 left to go, 57, we're on our way down. I am going to go ahead and do a treatment. But you know what, before I do that, just in case I don't get back in time, bricks. What are we looking at bricks? We are good down to what? 28. They want us 28 or above at Chibe. I'll be right back. I got to do some more meds. All right, we are inbound Chible, and that will put us on the arrival in another 52 miles. And top of descent in 40. We're going to follow the charts on down. Say Intentions likes to play, so we have SIDS and stars. We follow the SIDS and stars in. If there aren't any, then we'll let them play, but we'll follow the charts in. So we got a 280 knot descent down to Bricks. So Chible, they want us at 28,000 or above. That's already set up. Grill Joe, 280 above 220. Or 22, that is. That's in Cork 14 or above, and then Bricks 250 or 12. And then we're going to hold 12 till we get past Luta, and then at Luta we're going to pick up the arrival. And in the real world they use 30 left, and we're going to pick up the RNAV Zulu in order to pick that up. So we got a left-hand loop coming in. And that should be coming into range now. Yeah, she's breaking up real nice. Yeah, AI, I tell you, we've been sucked in the whole way with nothing but clouds. It's starting to break up now, so, which is good. And it looks like it's just a single layer out there. So once we get below it, we should have a good view into San Jose. So that's going to be pretty cool. What are we looking at now? Another 20 miles. We're going to start down. 140 to go. Ooh, ground speed's 510. Tailwind's picked up to 45 knots now. So Skywest, although they don't run 737s, did this ride 2 hours, 16 minutes. It's an hour and 15 minutes since we left the gate now, hour and 8 since we entered the runway. We've got just about 135 left to go. So we're going to be early, but like I said, they don't run 737s. I just wanted to go from Seattle to San Jose, and I was able to find this ride on Flightaway.
Transition into
Oh, they
San
gave it to us
Jose.
early. Nice.
Descend and maintain flight level 230.
230, okay, nice. That I think maybe they did some work on that. I cleared the bricks for Chipley transition into San Jose, down to flight level 230, out discretion, Southwest, Skywest 3736. All right, that's pretty cool. Usually they're pretty late with this transmission, and I have to request it, but that's pretty good. And we got that 15 miles early. Not bad. I don't know where they got 23 from. You would think it would be 28, 22, or 14. At the very least, 22. Not 23, but... And what are we looking at here? Another 8, get them back in their seats.
3736, descend and maintain flight level 220.
220, there you go. That's what I was just talking about. Descend and maintain flight level 220, Skywest 3736. Now, I was just talking about that, why they gave us 23. And that should be in range. So with the exception of the pressurization panel fluking out and ATC Chatter, pretty good run. So hopefully the failure was just a fluke and I can fix that on my next run. It's not something that's broken in here because PMDG is up to date. And this is my first run really with SU5, the latest beta update. So, all right, speed's coming down and we're on our way down. That's an hour and 18 minutes from the gate. 111 since we entered the runway. 118 left to go. And it is 18:57. We're doing 19:25. 28 minutes.
Skywest 3736, descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Altimeter 3013.
Yeah, 22 and 14. That's exactly what I was talking about. Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Altimeter 30.13. Skywest 3036. All right, we'll go down to 14, and we're looking at 3013. So the weather got a little bit better than when I got the report when I put this ride together. So, not bad. And you know what? Let me grab you. What did I say that was? I'm going to put this in just in case. I don't think we're going to need it. That's already done. Airport altitude, yep, that's on the brink, so that is an issue. This is going to be 306. We're doing the RNAV Zulu, but I'm going to put this in just in case we're socked in. And we have any visibility issues, we'll be able to pick up the ILS.
Skywest 3736, descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
Send and maintain 12,000, Skywest 3736. Yeah. And those were the three. I don't know where I got the 23 from, but. Alright, 65, you are looking good. Wait a minute. You are, yeah, that's fine. And that should be coming into range. And 110.9. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. That is unable to set. That is set as well. We're looking pretty good. You can get set as well. And you're going to be 65. Grillo. All right, that's all looking pretty good. Let's have a look at you now. Jigs. And 16 and hold. That's good. Back to bricks 4. And at Chible, we've been on the arrival into San Jose. Right now, we're inbound Grillo, or Grill Joe. They want us 280 knots at 22,000 or above. Right now, we're 25,000 descending, 280 knots. Pressure is coming down, and the temperature back there is nice and comfortable. N1 and 2 EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations looking good, as well as our hydraulics. All in all, beautiful ride. Big exception, those two issues. Would be nice if whatever was here would just come up. It usually takes about 3 or 4 days to build up. Then a whole big glob comes up, and then I'm good. That day, I'm having a great day. Then it kind of slowly builds up again until it comes out again, and then the process repeats. Kind of stinks, but what are you gonna do? All right, let's get ready for that, shall we? Let's see how that's gonna work. Coming in this ride anyway. Well, we're going to be coming in at above 40 this run. Oh, that looked pretty good. And we're 85 miles out of San Jose now. We're passing Grill Joe 9696, holding 89 on the fuel now. We are looking pretty good. On 18, so let's bring you up. Let's cross-check that. That's looking pretty good. Let's bring up the descent checklist. Descent checklist, please.
Descent. Pressurization panel.
Landing altitude checked, set. That's the pressurization panel. That's a little wonky.
Recall.
Recall, check, set. Yeah, see, the doors is another indicator. That's a
Auto
little
brake
wonky.
selector.
Auto brake selector, check, set.
Landing data.
Landing data VREF minimums, checked, set. Coming in at above 40.
Approach briefing.
Approach briefing complete, check. And that's Zin.
Descent checklist complete.
96, 96, 89, 75 left to go. We're looking pretty good. And we are inbound Zin. And before we get to, we're inbound Cork now. So within the next 17 miles, we're going to be on the moving map display here. Cork, they want us 14,000 or above. We're 18.8 descending right now. So the flight management computers handled this ride rather nicely. Yeah, that was a good movie. That was Danny DeVito was in that movie, I believe.
NorCal approach on 126.475.
Our contact NorCal approach 126.475. Skywest 3736. Good day. NorCal approach. Good afternoon. Skywest 3736 with you, descending through 17.4 for 12,000 inbound Cork, heading 164. So right now we're on a 280 knot descent. We're going to slow to 250 at brakes.
736, NorCal approch. Good afternoon, San Jose. Altimeter 3013. Expect the ILS runway 30 left approach into San Jose.
30 left. Altimeter 30.13. We can expect the ILS runway 30 left approach into San Jose. Skywest 3736. Thanks. Yeah, that was like the ultimate double cross. Right, not the one where he ended up driving away, where he painted all those rods that were gold black, and he scraped them on the side of the building when he drove away. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've seen that movie though. But it was on the other day and I missed it. I was watching Apollo 13 yesterday. That was on. All right, we are on the moving map display now. And we're 15.2 descending. We are 4 miles out of Cork. They want us at 14,000 or above. So flight management computer is basically doing just what it should be doing. Speed's holding at about 285, 286. It's slowing down a little bit, basically on a 280 knot descent to Bricks. And then we're going to slow. And we are now inbound Bricks. We're going to 127. And 14.3 as we pass. So we're pretty much right on the button. 9.5, 9.5 on the fuel, 8.9 when we get in, 57 left to go. Pressure's come down nicely and the temperature back there is nice and comfortable. All in all, beautiful ride. That's a great view. That's Oakland Airport right there. Can we make out San Francisco? Here's San Francisco right here. We have both airports in view. Pretty cool. Nice. Bypassing both of them. Alright, we're going to need some speed brake here. We're going to be slowing from 280 to 250. And we are inbound Bricks. Bricks, we should have 9.4. We're 9.4 right now. Still holding 8.9, 52 miles left to go. Beautiful run. They continue us down, and they did not. We're going to follow the charts. Well, we're holding 12 right now to Lutah, and at Lutah we're going to pick that up. So let's pick that up. Let's have a look at 30 left on the RNAV-Z. And that's going to be that's the third time now. Something weird going on with the NVIDIA drivers.
You back a little to give you room to descend.
Yeah, you see now they want to play. They play every ride.
The ILS runway 30
so we're going to follow the charts in. You're going to push us back a little. Yeah, I don't think so, Johnny. I'll descend and maintain 8,000. Vectors for ILS runway 30 left approach for Skywest 3736. Yeah, we're following the charts in here. And we're going to get picked up at Yadok. Yadok, they're going to want us at
3736, maintain 8,000. Turn left, heading 115 vectors for the ILS runway 30 left approach.
Yeah, maintain 8,000 left to 115 vectors for ILS runway 30 left. Skywest 3736. Yeah, Butch Cassidy you haven't seen in an extremely long time. The other one, Gene Hackman, I saw that one not that long ago, but it's been a while. But Butch Cassidy I haven't seen that one in ages, man. All right, we are now on a 250 knot setup. 12,000 feet. We're looking pretty decent. And we're going to hold this till we get past Lata, or Luta, however you pronounce that. And then we'll continue on down. And what are we looking at here? We are 23 miles out of the approach right now into San Jose. And that's an hour and a half right on the button since we left the gate. Hour and 23 since we entered the runway. 38 miles left to go. So we're definitely going to be early because Skywest did this ride in 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I think we're going to be in sooner than 45 minutes. But they don't run 737s, so that explains that. Plus I kicked up our cruise up to Mach 0.8. And what do we have here? Yatu. Do not exceed 210 knots at Yatu. So let's enjoy the ride. We'll put in 180. How about that at Yatu?
Salinas Airport Information Golf, 190 Zulu, wind tree 17 at 4, visibility 10.
And let's just head on down right now.
Ceiling 4800 broken, temperature
We have you. 750, and we'll start heading right now.
runway, tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway, tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions.
See, it looks like it's picking up ATIS on this comm frequency.
Salinas Airport Information Golf, 190.
Yeah, it's coming from the comm frequency. Yeah, it's picking up ATIS and it's picking up regular communications on the same frequency. Let's get a little bit of speed break out here, Louis.
Information Golf, 190 Zulu, wind tree 17 at 4, visibility 10. Sky condition 2,600 scattered, ceiling 4,800 broken, temperature 16, 2.8, altimeter.
Come in like the space shuttle.
12, ILS runway, tree 1 in use, landing and departing runway, tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Skywest 3636, turn left heading 105.
Turn left heading 105, Skywest 3736. And we're following the charts in. Luta 929289. Pressures come down beautifully. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. We're looking pretty good now. We're inbound. Hip hop, that's going to 072. And that puts us on the RNAV here at the next waypoint. We're looking at 108. Oh, it's a pretty nice view.
Copy that, Captain.
And 10.
I'll ensure the crew checks that everyone is seated and has their seatbelts fastened.
You can come on back now. That is set. That's looking pretty good. Let's have that checklist now. Approach checklist, please. Approach checklist, please. Okay, something happened to you. Approach checklist. Either that or I can't hear him. Altimeter is set to local pressure. Cross-checked. Let's see.
Approach. Altimeter.
Altimeter is set to local
Let's try
pressure.
again.
Cross-check.
Ready?
All right, yeah, you see he's getting mixed up.
Altimeters. Approach checklist complete.
Thank you.
Can you repeat that?
Disregard.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
Disregard.
Can you repeat that?
Ah, see, this guy's just lost. All right, let's get that down. So we basically have a U-turn coming up here, and we are done.
2,600 scattered, ceiling 4,800 broken, temperature 16, 2.8, altimeter tree 012, ILS runway.
Let you keep going.
Landing and departing runway tree 1,
Ah, looks like we're starting to break through it. A little bit of flicker there. Not surprising. I'm running 7 monitors off of one computer, so.
Airport information golf 190 Zulu. Wind tree 17 Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 2600.
Pick you up.
Ceiling 4800 broken. Temperature 16. Dew point.
Come on back. Come on up.
Tree 012. ILS runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back.
That speed down.
Advise controller.
Skywest 3736, turn right heading 140.
I'm turning right heading 140, Skywest 3736.
0 Zulu. Wind tree 17 Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 2600. Ceiling 4800 broken. Temperature 16. Dew point 8. Altimeter tree 012.
Keep
ILS
going.
runway tree 1.
Wow, she does not want to slow down. Look at this. Give me the throttles here.
Say direction of flight. All aircraft read back.
Hi, bird. Yeah, she's definitely sick. There's something weird going on here. Definitely something weird going on.
0 Zulu. Wind tree 174.
See if I can put her down here.
Sky condition.
That speed down.
600. Ceiling
Yeah, she's acting all
Skywest
kinds of weird.
3736, turn right heading 135.
Yeah, okay. I don't think so. Yeah, look, she still doesn't want to slow down. Give me the gear.
runway tree
I got the gear. She is all the way down. She just does not want to slow down.
aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft
Yeah, she's acting a little wonky.
advise controller on initial contact.
Oh, yeah, look at the flickers now.
Salinas Airport information.
Skywest 3736, contact San Jose Tower
Look
on
at this. Gears down. I
124.0.
even have speed brake on, which you wouldn't do, and it still doesn't want to slow down.
Sky condition. Few clouds at 2600. Ceiling 4800
Alright.
broken.
Give me that. Get back up. Let's see. You gonna slow down now?
Altimeter trees.
Yeah, she definitely a sick bird.
ILS runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1.
Bad flickers.
Aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back. Hold short
Bad
instructions.
flickers.
Advise controller on initial contact. You golf. Salinas Airport information golf 190 Zulu. Wind tree 174.
Come on, turn. Wow, look at these flickers. Where are these coming from?
2600. Ceiling 4800 broken.
Yeah, there's definitely some weirdness going on here. All the way down.
Tree 012.
Get the flaps all the way out. Maybe that'll help slow us down, but she does not want to do anything here.
Aircraft say direction of flight.
Brace, 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 everybody.
Instructions. Advise controller.
Come on.
Initial contact. You golf. Salinas Airport
Up,
information
baby, up. I've been at idle since.
Approaching runway 30 left.
Man, look at this, and she still does not want to slow down.
2600. Ceiling 4800 broken.
8 knot headwind.
16. Dew point.
Come on.
Altimeter
That speed down.
012. ILS runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft
easy.
read back. Hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact.
Approaching minimums.
Salinas Airport information golf.
Minimums.
Get over. Continue.
Flight slow. Sync rate.
That speed up now.
10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 2600. Ceiling 4800.
100.
Temperature 16. Dew point 8. Altimeter tree 012.
40.
ILS runway
30.
tree 1 in use.
20.
And departing runway tree 1.
10.
VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back. Hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You
Whoa, yeah. Good timing there, Louie. I hope you enjoyed that ride. That was a little weird. A lot of flickers. I'm going to have to go see what the deal is with that. We'll take a look at some settings. So that's an hour and 32 minutes runway to runway. We'll definitely have to take a look at some stuff here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Jose. Did you know that San Jose is
Monitor
known as the
radar
capital
display.
of Silicon Valley, home
Go
to many
around.
We're just gonna head on in, and yeah, we can start the APU.
Approaching runway 12 right. Approaching runway 12 left.
Thank you for flying with Skywest Airlines. Local time here is 12:24 in the afternoon. Those with upcoming connections, please note, flight 233 to Los Angeles departs at 1:15.
Next should be hydraulics, yes, yes. Yeah, I definitely got to take a look at some settings here. Are we up yet?
Approaching runway 12 left.
You're a little late, sweetheart. Where's my APU here, Louis? Thank you. And let's just say we waited a minute. And what did we have? Gate 11. We missed it. Gate reassignment 13. Oops. And hydraulics, yep. So there's a couple of issues with there's a couple of panels here going on. I got to go take a look and see what the deal is with 24 since the last update from SU5 that I put in, and see where these flickers are coming from. They are definitely unacceptable. And shut you down. And we can stop that. So that's an hour and 41 minutes gate to gate. They did it in 216, so like I said, they don't run 737s, which is why we're pretty much early. Alright, let's get set up here. Ground services. Let's set the chocks. Give me ground power. In the meantime, let's get those doors open. Alright, chocks are in position. We can lose the parking brake. Ground power is available. We're going to get on ground. Confirm with the AC selector. We're going to get set for unconditioned air. You should be off as well there, Louis. Off. And you're going to stand by. And that should basically be it, except for you. Right. Alright, let's have a quick peek and let's do that. Shutdown checklist. Let's see if it can pick this up.
Shutdown. Fuel pump switches?
Fuel pump switches set to off.
Probe heat switches?
Probe heat switches set to off.
Hydraulics panel?
Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Checked, set.
Flaps?
Flaps are up. Indicators are extinguished. Checked, set.
Parking brake?
Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. Checked.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
Set.
Engine start levers?
Engine start lever is set to cutoff. Checked, set.
Weather radar?
Weather radar is set to test.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Alright, that's pretty much it. She's just about ready for the next crew, I would say. For the most part. That's pretty much a wrap. Well, I hope you enjoyed that ride from Seattle to San Jose. I always have a blast when I'm in here. Even when stuff kind of doesn't work right. I'm going to go take a look at that, see if I can get this all straightened out and get that back working. Hopefully that was just a matter of fact. Let me take a look at here. Failures. 1 active. No. Execute. Clear all. Right. And then all systems, random failures is set to no. So hopefully that's going to fix that issue on the next run. And then the only other thing was live ATC, because ATC Chatter doesn't seem to be working with the latest update from 2024. So I'm going to have to look at that. Don't know if I'm going to get another ride in today. If not, it's going to be late because my wife wants to go out and have some pizza at this new pizza place we found that's pretty good. So if I get another ride in, it'll be in 24 and it'll probably be later on tonight. All right, everybody. With that, I hope you enjoyed the ride. As always, I enjoyed the company and the conversation, my friends. So I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with me. Let's see. What do we have here? Gremlins. Yeah, you know those gremlins get you every time. Parachutes. Yeah. All my landings are scary. They're all white knuckle jobs. Yeah, let them move up to the front. They could jump into the right seat there. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the ride, and I will catch everybody on my next live run. Have a great rest of your day or evening, whatever it may be. Nice one. A couple of issues, but not too shabby there.